We are all aware that some politicians aren't quite honest when it comes to spending funds. According to a The Washington Post article by Rosalind Hilderman, Tom Hamburger, and Alice Kreitz, published April 11, 2023, one example of this is our former Vice President Mike Pence, getting caught during his congressional campaign of 1990 using campaign money to pay for personal expenses like his mortgage, credit cards, food, supplies, and even used some of those funds for leisure activities such as golf tournament fees. This is just one of many cases that show us how some politicians take advantage of money that is initially intended for other causes. According to a report by Chison Lee, a director of Brennan Center Elections and Government Program with expertise in reform money in politics, published on June 26, 2016, powerful groups have put hundreds of millions into influencing federal elections since 2010. We are going to learn why Congress should pass an act to make political spending disclosed to the public. Today, I'm going to explain the problem with a lack of political spending transparency, its causes, and solution. We have a serious problem, a lack of political spending transparency. According to a report by Chison Lee, a director of Brennan Center Elections and Government Program published on June 26, 2016, fully transparent spending has declined from 76% in 2006 to just 29% in 2014 in 6 states where data was available, showing that as time goes by, our problem is increasing at a rapid rate, putting the politicians' credibility in jeopardy as they find methods to fund their pockets using funding loopholes. Dark money consists of those funds with the purpose of influencing elections by non-profit organizations and are not required to disclose its donors. The problem with this type of money is that its accurate measurement is nearly impossible due to the fact that this information is protected by a political action committee. According to the Open Circuit's website, last accessed October 3rd, 2023, political powerhouses emerged as rich donors pump large amounts of money into elections and keeping the donors' identities secret. After the 2010 decision of the court to allow corporations to spend any amount of money to support political campaigns, keeping sources of funding undisclosed has become more popular as many court decisions allow this to happen by removing restrictions regarding campaign finance law. We know this is a huge problem, but have you thought about what is causing it? There are two significant causes: fundraising loopholes and undisclosed political spending. One of the causes is fundraising loopholes. According to an NBC News article published on December 22nd, 2009, campaign financing laws are full of loopholes. For example, in Alaska, mining companies funded the inauguration committee of a governor, but their state law didn't require them to disclose how much money they donated. Another cause is undisclosed political spending. According to an article by David Sirota and Joel Warner on the Guardian website, published on August 29, 2022, dark money is heavily influencing United States politics, claiming that we have outdated laws that allow this behavior to happen. Undisclosed funding not only affects campaigning, but it also affects reporters as they are not capable of telling voters how much and who is funding what. The worst part is that we only found out about a small portion of dark money, which is the portion that leaks to the public, meaning that there are many secret donors who keep funding campaigns for their personal benefit without ever being exposed. As you can see, these costs are devastating, so let's discuss the solution. There is a clear solution. Congress must pass an act to make political spending disclosed to the public. One way to accomplish it is by disclosing donations by organizations to spender organizations. According to an article by David Sirota and Joe Warner on the Guardian website, published on August 29, 2022, there is already a legislative blueprint reform. The Disclose Act aims to force dark money groups to fully disclose when their donors give more than $10,000. Another way would be fully disclosing spending to the public. There are pending legislation that seek to fix this problem. For example, it would allow the Securities and Exchange Commissions to require corporations to fully disclose political spendings. This would allow the people to know where all the donations are going and what they are being used for, resulting in a more transparent government, that the citizens can trust that they are doing it for them and not the money. Today, we learned why Congress should pass an act to make political spending disclosed to the public. We looked at the problem, causes, and solution. Remember, powerful groups have put hundreds of millions into influencing federal elections since 2010, resulting in an increase of dark money. It is important to be informed and acknowledging how our politicians get their money for their campaigns and how they spend it, so we can understand who to support and what's beneficial for the people. Mike Pence's case is just one of many shows how politicians use these funds for their personal benefit. Future generations may not have to worry about their politicians spending campaign money for their personal expenses if Congress takes action. Thank you.